Hey there, Chad Barnes here for Ohio University Libraries. If you're analyzing the automobile industry, you'll definitely want to look at these key resources I'm about to demonstrate. These resources provide excellent insight into analyzing the overall industry and looking at the industry and market as a whole. So here you go. So our first resource we're looking at here is Passport GMID. And what we're going to do is actually go up here and type in motor vehicle. They don't call them automobiles, they call them motor vehicle. And you'll see there's this production of motor vehicles, trailers, and semi-trailers, ISC, that's Industry Standard Information Code Classification 34. So we click there and then click search. This is going to go in and look for that particular report as well as other things like that. Now what I'm looking for here is this right here, this motor vehicles, trailers, and semi-trailers, this industry overview from last November. These are updated about every year to 18 months or so. And this gives you a nice overview of the industry. This is just U.S. only here. But you can see it gives you, headlines, market trends, things like that, production trends, all this kind of stuff. So competitive landscape, prospects. And if we go down, you can see it gives you a nice industry overview, lots of charts and graphs and things like that, and information about the sectors and things like that. So overall, probably about a 40 to 50 page report once you print it out. Good resource to look at for this particular industry. Another place to look for information is under the Countries and Consumer Trends and Lifestyle section here. And once we get to the page, click on Consumer Trends and Lifestyles. You get to this page here, and you'll see that there is this all analysis. We're going to go to Consumer Lifestyles, and then we're going to select our geography. In this case, we're just going to do USA here, and then click Go. This gives us a nice resource to look at for analyzing consumer preferences and things like that. Now, this is all kinds of buying behavior and things like that. What I'm looking at in particular is things that pertain directly to the automobile industry and transportation in general. So you'll see there's a nice little commuting section here, okay, that talks about commuting, things like that, to work. And if we scroll down, fashion, health, smoking, shopping, leisure, travel, okay, there's this whole travel habits section here that will talk about American consumers love their cars, et cetera, and all kinds of information that talk about car travel, things like that, use of public transport, air travel, things like that. So a great resource while you're in here looking at the other report to check out as well to give you some more information about consumer preferences when it comes to driving. OneSource has some great resources as well for the automobile industry. To get into OneSource, just click on OneSource here. And once you're in here, if you go over under Industries and just type in automobile or your NAICS code if you want to do that, you'll see if you scroll down, you'll eventually see your NAICS code. Just click there. Will take us into the automobile manufacturing industry section within here, and you'll see there's all kinds of market research reports within here. If I can, what I like to do is see if there's these Freedonia focus reports. And I find that these are probably some of the best reports you find within OneSource here. And if there's some that are available, you'll see there's one for Motor Vehicles United States from this past September. And these are nice 25, 30-page reports that will give you things that talk about motor vehicles, in this case, the U.S., and gives you things like forecast trends, segmentation, trade, things like that. So it's a nice report, about 25, 30 pages in length, to give you an additional source to complement the ones that are often used, like IBIS World and things like that. Mergent Online has some awesome reports for the automobile industry. To get to those, what you can do is click on Report Search, and you'll see there's a link to industry reports here. And then what you can do is go down and click on Automotive, and then go down and click Search at the very bottom. Now what this will give you, the nice thing about Mergent is they have reports for Asia Pacific, North America, Latin America, and Europe. And to get to those, just click on the PDF there, and it will actually download the report for you. And once you open it up here, you can see it's a substantial report that gives you all kinds of information similar to what you find in the S&P reports and other places like that. In this case, this particular report for North America, these get updated about every 6 months to a year or so, and looks like this one's 36 pages, covers all the things you'd expect, the current environment, trends, a nice profile, things like that, market outlook, things like that. So a great resource to look at in addition to some of the other tools we've already looked at in this video. Finally, the S&P industry surveys are extremely valuable for this research. If you go under the S&P publications search, you'll see a nice industry survey box here, and you can see there is a autos and auto parts section. Clicking there will take you to the auto and auto parts section. These are updated every 6 months or so, and you can see covers your industry trends. These average about 30 to 50 pages depending on the industry, and give you a nice snapshot of the current environment trends, how the industry operates, and things like that. There's also substantial downloadable company data that you can get, Excel files, things like that for company financials. Basically all this comparative company analysis you can get in downloadable Excel format as well. If you want a PDF version of this, you can actually click on PDF there and get the PDF version of the report as well, particularly if you're going to print it out, a little bit easier to look at and read. Hopefully this helps you better find information to analyze the automobile industry. Should you need more help, look for the contact link on the business blog. I'll be glad to help you any way I can. Take care and have a great day.